I should be live now. Well, another PGR Tuesday. I say we should start right off with our favorite PGR YouTuber, Carefree Dot, which recapped for us kindly the chapter 26 Cradle Parade. As I understand, this is Lamia's chapter, so let's watch.
Hello, and welcome to the 38th video in my Punishing Graven lore series. Today we'll cover chapter 26 of the main story, Cradle Parade.
Hope you
Previously,
brought snacks.
Commandant and Echo enabled a direct assault on Utopia, a Corona research base guilty of illegal construct experimentation. Following the battle, Commandant's transport crashed while on its way to Babylonia, leaving Grey Raven and the other elite squads in chaos. Now we follow him on his journey to escape his captors, prevent a calamity stirring beneath the sea, and to reunite with those praying for a safe return.
How did we
Now,
get
without any further
captured?
delay, Chapter 26, Cradle Parade. Commandant wakes up to find himself trapped in a medical lab, face to face with Lithos. Deciding it's better not to waste time, he humors Commandant's questions, since it would make their upcoming game a bit more enjoyable. It's no secret the Ascendants are after Siege, who they and the other elite squads in chaos. Cradle Parade. Previously, Commandant and Echo enabled a direct assault on Utopia, a Corona research base guilty of illegal construct experimentation. Following the battle, Commandant's transport crashed while on its way to Babylonia, leaving Grey Raven and the other elite squads in chaos. Now we follow him on his journey to escape his captors, prevent a calamity stirring beneath the sea, and to reunite with those praying for a safe return. Now, without any further delay, Chapter 26, Cradle Parade.
Okay, we got bombed.
Commandant wakes up to find himself trapped in a medical lab, face to face with Lithos. Deciding it's better not to waste time, he humors Commandant's questions, since it would make their upcoming game a bit more enjoyable.
I saw this image before, I don't remember where.
No secret the Ascendants are after Siege, who they deem as capable of passing the filtering, and humanity's greatest champion, the Grey Raven Commandant, is chief among them. However, humans are incapable of being part of the network. After being kidnapped and waking up from his coma, he's still just an ordinary human, useless to the Ascendants. Both Liv and Bianca saw simulations of the future the network predicted, and in every single one, Commandant is still human. And this is due to his most highly guarded secret. The Grey Raven Commandant has no affinity for Tantalum 193. He cannot become a construct. For most Commandants on the front lines, becoming a construct is always a last resort if they are injured, but he does not have that choice. Normally, those without affinity are kept in the rear and receive easier missions, since they can't afford to be injured, and he refused to be treated like some frail child. Here in secret, Lithos has been working on a method to bypass this weakness, and he's found a way to make humans more adaptable. Not to become constructs, but hetero creatures. Chico was fused with one of the twins,
why not
and became the
Ascendants?
hetero humanoid, but more importantly, she proved a mind could be housed within a hetero creature. While unconscious, he has been receiving this medication, and after his last adaptation treatment, they will do the same to him. They could have kept him unconscious until that time, but according to Lithos, that would ruin their game. His mental stability and self-awareness need to be in peak condition, and there's no better way to sharpen those senses than a life and death escape. If he fails to escape and takes the final shot, his life will end in 48 hours, whether he's been reborn by Cthulhu or not. Suddenly, Lithos pauses and cuts their conversation short, as it seems an uninvited guest has made her way into the belly of the beast. While Lithos is out searching for his intruder, Commandant breaks out of his restraints, signaling the start of the chase. On the outside, he runs into another survivor, Shorthalt, a member of Scarab who was previously reported as killed. He was sent to investigate Project Cthulhu, but was ambushed by defectors in one of Lithos' labs, waking up here. With no way out, they decide to look for their terminals, hoping to find a way to contact the outside world. After Alpha broke free of the network's control, Luna used her power to halt the second filtering for the other.
Nice bike, bro.
Decide to look for their terminals, hoping to find a way to contact the outside world. After Alpha broke free of the network's control, Luna used her power to halt the second filtering for the other Ascendants. Unlike Alpha, they do not possess the raw power to break free, nor have anyone to share their burden. With this new power, Luna remakes Lamia's frame, giving her the ability to more easily search for information.
So this is what Luna's been doing all this time? She's like busy keeping everyone away from the second filtration?
To find a way to pass their filter.
Doing nothing.
The buffer Luna provided won't last forever, and if she herself fails to pass the filter, the ascendants connected to her will be consumed as well, turning them into ordinary corrupted. Lamia spent the following month searching for old partners, only to find nothing of worth, when suddenly she received a message out of the blue. One of her informants...
When was the last time we saw Lamia? Wasn't it after the... Chapter 15? When she just left... No. I think we saw her even after that. She met Roland along the way. And Ishmael. And then kinda like disappeared and did nothing. It feels... Damn, this story, I don't know, man. Like, they're jumping from character to character. I don't know.
Lillian of Dark Ares had found information on a base Lithos had on the surface.
Lillian.
They have been in regular contact with each other for quite some time, but Lillian intends for this to be the last. For years, she has been working with the Ascendants, using her appearance to gather information, and borrowing Lamia's strength when she found opponents too strong. However, she has taken a liking to Dark Ares, and doesn't want to betray the trust of yet another team. Following Lillian's intel, Lamia explores the bottom floors of the base, when she is caught in the path of a raging Loki. In the chaos, she finds herself trapped, hiding away in a disposal container. Soon, Cinderella and Voodoo, now separated from Loki, and in a brand new frame, show up to halt her rampage. This is the last thing Lamia remembers before passing out, and when she woke up, she found herself trapped here, in Lithos' largest underwater base, Cathilla's Cradle. After disguising herself as Lillian, Lamia searches for a way to escape when she comes across a series of tide projections, and while distracted, she's caught in a trap as a cage falls from the sky. Soon after being captured, Commandant, Shorthalt, and Lithos himself appear in the same location. To keep the game interesting, Lithos gives Commandant a pistol, telling him to make a choice between Lamia and Shorthalt, to save whichever one will best help him escape, since two allies will make the game a bit too unfair. Hearing this, Shorthalt attacks, and manages to distract Lithos long enough for Commandant to free Lamia. Together, they run back to the disposal container, questioning Lamia's reasons for
So this is Lamia
being there in the first place. As a friend from Lithos' childhood, Lillian was often tasked with jobs from Lithos through Corono, and in this case, it was to lure Noan into their trap, so he could have his mind replicated. Together, they decide their best chance at escape is killing Lithos, but to do that, his backup copies need to be destroyed. Shorthalt remembers seeing him enter a secret area beneath the central carousel, and assumes that must be where he keeps his backups, so after gathering their supplies, they make their way to the center of the base. On the surface, it has been 15 days since Commandant's disappearance, and for 15 days, Grey Raven has been consumed by a silent madness. They, along with the other elite squads, have been searching for any hint of what happened. Chrome has found records of Lithos' involvement, along with a reported sighting of Noan himself. Finishing his report, Chrome signs off, and the Grey Ravens head to the ruins of Fort Winter to follow a lead on Lithos. Meanwhile, Commandant has found his emergency terminal, along with parts for Shorthalt and bandages for Lamia, who begins tending to his wounds, albeit very poorly. He checks the logs on the terminal, seeing dozens of messages from squads he's helped, words of encouragement and support from everyone in Babylonia. Hearing these messages, Lamia can't help but think of the other Ascendants. Even if they work on the same team, they don't have this selfless support for one another. Even when posing as a defector, who as far as Commandant knows works with Ascendants, he used his precious few resources to save her from that cage, and she can't help but be overcome by feelings she can't understand. After 6 hours, they find their search is going almost too well. Lithos seemingly wants Lillian dead, and he's supposed to be trying to get Commandant with that final shot he mentioned earlier, yet here they are, looking for his most closely guarded secret, and he's nowhere to be found. It's almost like they're being purposely guided. While deciding where to go next, Commandant notices a drop of blood fall from his face, only to find a sliver of skin has peeled off his cheek. He decides not to inform them about the adaptation medication, instead chalking it up to infection and lack of medical care.
But he's not gonna make it.
Search the paths ahead, with Lamia insisting on the left side, since she alone can sense the massive amount of red tide behind the door. And before they move on, Lamia panics, gesturing for them to hide. From the path ahead is one of the new hetero creature types, called a sea fairy, along with someone who appears to be Noan. Before Commandant blows their cover,
It is Noan. What the
Lamia
fuck is he doing
clarifies
here?
it isn't the real Noan.
Oh.
Lithos wanted Noan to be part of his experiment due to his extremely stable mind, but Corona was afraid he would abandon them after getting what he wanted, so they gave him a clone, since only the original of a person can be cloned. After the fake Noan leaves, they begin their exploration, and Lamia comes across tide projections of Lithos showing his various deaths, as Lamia herself is dragged into his mental scape. Some time later, the three check in with each other, and Shorthalt brings up some documents he found while searching. On them were mentions of all those involved with Project Cthulhu, including Kugawa, Cinderelic, Loki, and Voodoo, with the last two being a product of Project Winter's mind fusion. Lamia
many
mentions
projects,
her
huh?
discovery of Lithos' various projections and memories, how he was using copies of himself as raw material to keep Cthulhu stable. After the briefing, the connection is cut, and Lamia can't help but remember a prior conversation with Lillian. She always assumed life would be better outside of Atlantis, but reality is often deceiving. Out there, she was arguably more lonely as an Ascendant. She was never close to Gabriel, and his death didn't really affect her.
Fuck Gabriel.
Alpha and Roland only care to serve Luna, and even a certain human she spoke to often cut contact after his wish was fulfilled.
Fuck you, Murray.
This is how those fragile bonds she had built snapped one after the other. The longer she reflects, the more her motivation plummets, until a fierce wind catches her attention.
Wasn't she always the cowardly selfish one? Wasn't she the one that's like wanted to run away at every like opportune moment? And always eking? And now she's like, ooh. Maybe there was like, maybe in all of that was some of your input as well, Lamia, you know, I'm just saying.
And to her utter shock, she's once again attacked by Loki. Surprising even herself, she manages to fight back through the fear, but Loki has lost all sense of reason, thrashing like a rabid animal. She charges at Lamia once again, who dodges as she slams into a nearby wall, shattering it along with her already damaged frame. In the next room, Lamia finds Loki in the embrace of a woman merged with a tree, as the cries of the raging transcendent are slowly snuffed out. She can sense that all the red tide in the area is produced from the roots of this tree,
Really?
and the artificial wombs hanging from its branches are responsible for the strange hetero creatures. As she looks around, there's a sudden echo whispering in her mind, and by some intangible force she's called closer to the tree, where she finds a pulsing red egg. She reaches out her hand, and with a single touch, her consciousness is nearly torn apart, flooded by memories that are not hers, as the past and future swirls together.
Is that the tower?
In an instant, she is bound to the egg in her hands, becoming no more than a puppet for the beast hiding inside. Suddenly, she is shocked back to reality, as a pair of human hands grab hold of her, causing her to drop the egg back into the tide. After 30 minutes without contact, Commandant and Shorthalt came looking for her, guided by small phantom-like hetero creatures. She informs them of the woman stuck in the Tree of Life, who they assume is the completed Cthulhu. Searching the area, they find a chamber holding the mind backups of Lithos.
That's like a human.
They take the time to smash all the cultivation pods, and in the process find the outline of one of the clones very familiar. To their shock, they find a clone of Shorthalt, or maybe the true Shorthalt. The very existence of this thing means he can no longer be certain if he's the original. However, he soon makes up his mind. As the one currently conscious, the one currently helping Lamia and Commandant escape, he's real in this moment, so he will destroy this one, along with Lithos and Cthulhu herself. The twins were born from the Hive Mother, who are mere prototypes of Cthulhu, and the world can't handle another disaster.
Should have kept it, bro. Should have kept it. Give him conscious, you know. Two short hulls is better than one short hull. That's what I'm saying.
Of that scale. This mission is no longer about just escape. It's now their job to prevent a calamity. They finish setting up the explosives and retreat to a safe distance as the shockwave ripples throughout the base, and after that, piercing silence. Soon, shattering that silence is the sound of slow, heavy footsteps approaching their location. To their collective horror, Cthulhu survived, and Shorthalt wastes no time, firing his pistol as Lamia calls out that the egg she was carrying has vanished. Suddenly, Commandant screams in pain as the egg collides with his ribs, and Lamia jumps forward to pry it off. Shorthalt steps up to prevent a second attack, and when the light flickers back on, Without a chance to utter a word or produce a single
I'm
sound,
dead?
Shortholt is cut down to pieces.
Oh, it's Shortholt. Oh my
swallowed by
god,
the very
come
ground,
on, man. Oh,
not
come
leaving
on,
a single
man.
trace.
Not Shortholt.
Gripped by fear, Lamia finds herself unable to even run, as the encroaching darkness leaves her paralyzed. To try and calm her down, Commandant connects to her mind, feeling the familiar sting of mind beacon corruption.
The second Ascendant
picks up
Commandant.
Shortholt's sword and
This is the second Ascendant Commandant links his mind to, huh? First one was Luna. Damn, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Commandant to link his mind with Roland, bro. That's gonna be peak.
Feeling the familiar sting of mind beacon corruption. He picks up Shortholt's sword and attacks the egg, as it lets out an ear-splitting scream.
You know who this design reminds me of? I mean, not shitting on PGR or anything. I'm too tired to shit on this game. It gave me like the best DMC made in 4 years, you know. She reminds me of Warframe.
Cthulhu rushes to protect her egg, as Commandant collapses due to the strain of combat and his injuries. All Lamia can do is stare in fear, held at bay by her own indecisiveness. If she fought as an Ascendant, both her and the human would have a far better chance of survival. But what if that doesn't stop Cthulhu? What does she have to gain from risking herself? Sure, Commandant might survive, but why does she care about this human she barely knows? This fleeting bond, no more real than a dream. At that moment, she makes a choice. She is tired of living her life in constant fear. Fear of fighting, fear of being alone, fear of taking action. She's had enough. She charges forward, as her halberd clashes with Cthulhu's whip.
She's so naked,
Thanks
bro.
to Lamia, the tide has stopped flowing for now, and Cthulhu's movements have grown dull. But the more she uses her Ascendant powers, the faster Commandant's mind beacon is eroded. Between his infection, mind beacon corruption, and battle fatigue, his world fades into darkness, and the last thing he sees is the mermaid holding a glowing red egg.
How is Commandant still alive, bro?
Some time later, he wakes up, but
Nah, you know, like, Commandant went through so many bullshit throughout the story of this game. They need to make a skin for Babylonia where he's fucking full of scars. Full with battle scars, man. On the face, on the chest, on the belly, on the legs, and on the hands, bro. I don't think there's like a place Commandant didn't have injured yet.
at the bottom of a well, hungry, injured, and suffering from infection. And to top it off, his mind beacon is still connected to Lamia, doing his mental stability no favors. Suddenly, in the corner of the well, he finds a bag, and to his surprise, it contains everything he would need in this moment: food, serum, bandages, and plenty of ammunition. Lithos did say he needed to be alive for the final shot, so he assumes this must be the Ascendant's attempt at charity. He struggles to escape the well, as the quaking of the base forces him back down. Once again, he finds himself at the bottom of the well, and this time sees parts of the ground protruding, and he's shocked to find they spell words. "Please stay. It's dangerous outside," written over and over, as if the well itself is trying to protect him. Giving in to the well's demand, he collapses against the wall, as a wave of fatigue takes over. Meanwhile, Greyraven searches through an old hospital that served as one of Lithos' labs. In one of the storage rooms, they find Commandant, and another, and another.
What?
Dozens of clones, either dead or in stasis.
Oh, dead or in stasis. God damn it, bro. Recover them. Make an army of commandants.
At this point, he's only been missing for 2 weeks, nowhere near enough time to create clones at this scale.
Really?
Which means they had to be here before he went missing. Lee hacks into a nearby terminal and sees footage of Lithos with a memory synchronizer, a machine that synchronizes memories between two brains. They realize this must be the reason he was taken after the crash, to sync his memories, since consciousness
With
and
the
memory
clones.
go hand in hand. While Commandant recovers at the bottom of the well,
Oh, it's
Lithos is
him.
reporting the situation to Vonnegut. He's lost track of Commandant. Cthulhu is rampaging after being awoken prematurely, and the mind backups he was using to keep her stable were all destroyed. Now she's eroding the consciousness implanted into the cradle, and after it's gone, they will completely lose control of her and the base. Lastly is the unknown variable that is Lamia. She has stolen the egg, and without it, there's no way to regain that lost control.
Where's Roland?
Lithos wants to try and remedy the situation, but he knows Vonnegut is already entertaining the idea of abandoning the cradle. Both the egg and cradle are needed to control their target, and with one piece missing, he's lost control of it all. Vonnegut orders Lilith to help Cthulhu retrieve her egg, and tells Lithos to use his last mind backup, the frame he used before becoming an Ascendant, to stabilize Cathilla and the cradle. They both know this plan won't last long, which is why he needs to inject Commandant with the final shot as soon as possible.
No.
With that, Vonnegut cuts their connection, and Lithos makes his way to the lab. With the egg in hand, Lamia finds herself filled with a power she's never known. Cathilla could make it move on its own, and for Lamia it grants her strength as a weapon and tool. Once again, the egg assaults her mind with visions, but with Commandant's mind beacon keeping her grounded, she manages to keep herself lucid. It shows her a dozen worlds where her wildest dreams come true, a loving family, friends who adore her, food, wealth, and endless fun. Despite how appealing they are, she finds them too ambitious, too unrealistic. The egg locks in on her desired path, and suddenly she's back in Atlantis with her mother, feeling the familiar coldness of the labs and her mother's apathetic attitude. She asks the egg a single question: would her mother be alive if it wasn't for her? Her vision collapses as she's shown another dream, a simple dream, where she can be happy so long as she can live an ordinary life. A life where she skips grades, where she's top of her class, where she's a prestigious doctor. Future after future, her desire swells. A world where she doesn't have to work. A world where she doesn't have to become a construct. A world without the virus. But when she raises the egg for her answer, she's only given silence in return. Throughout the various simulations, she has begun to question what her reality is. She has hit a point where she no longer knows what she wants. Until this day, if someone asked her what she wanted out of life, she had an answer. But if dreams come true with the snap of a finger, those dreams would be worthless.
Aww.
Why be a good singer when she can be a superstar? Why have a couple friends when the world can adore her? Every future is so vibrant.
Oh shit, that's a face. See the eyes, the nose, and the mouth? Cool.
Choose only one. The egg continues to tempt her. Lithos wants her to stay absorbed in her dreams, so she forgets the human who wants the egg dead. She continues through every possible world, simulating life after life, until she hits a point of desirelessness. She's lived every dream she's ever wanted. The light of the egg dims, and the mind beacon fades as she ponders how to make her last chance count. She wants to know everything: science, philosophy, the answer to every question she's ever had. Here in this space, she becomes an omnipotent law of nature, laughing at how silly she was bothering with those childish wishes. Vonnegut created this egg as a key, and it shows her the image of a crimson tower. She knows this information is important, but not why. At this point, the egg's function is clear. It is a guide. State your wish, and it will show you how to achieve your goal, and the result if you do. Lamia sent her here to find her answer to pass the filter, and this is certainly it. Agents and Ascendants are infected constructs whose minds were stable enough for their self to persist and filter their own consciousness data out of the network. Cutting oneself off from the network means losing their connection to this data, causing them to become just another corrupted. However, there's far more than just Ascendants in the network. The memory data of millions of unknowns are scattered and fractured within it, and this data is beginning to coalesce, allowing the network to upgrade itself. The weight of this ownerless data is swelling, overriding the agent's authority. This random data within the network is breaking free of the agents, as these independent wills fight for control. The agents undergo this filter to regain.
No, this is this is some crazy lore reveal right here. But what this reminds me of a bit is the Cyberpunk's 2077 rogue AI and the AIs behind the black wall.
Their lost authority, and if these wills are left unchecked, they will become a threat that swallows humans and Ascendants alike. She wants to know more, but the mind beacon is weakening, and when it goes, she will lose the ability to use the egg. To make her dreams come true, she has to get to the tower, but she would never make it on her own. The egg would drive her insane.
Is there even a second tower? Didn't Lee fix that problem?
Long before then. Just like the people of Atlantis, she yearns for a dream with purpose, something to inspire the same dedication as those scientists, people who are willing to give their lives for an ideal. She wants to walk their path, become someone just as great, and chase a dream bigger than herself. Having finally come to terms with her true self, who she really wants to be, she asks the egg one final question, one she has kept near her heart, too afraid to acknowledge. After everything she's done, will she be forgiven? Between his injuries and corrupted mind beacon, Commandant doesn't wake up for nearly a day. Climbing the wall, he finds it still and lifeless, almost as if it died. On the outside, he finds the scene drastically different, but doesn't have much time to think about it, as he is attacked by the patrolling sea fairies. He is surrounded and pinned down, fighting his way out, only to see an empty syringe on the ground. His final 48 hours have just begun. The hetero creatures celebrate their victory, and seeing that they can talk, he takes the chance to gather information.
Really?
Learning that Cthulhu has calmed down due to Lithos, but the egg has ceased functioning, and without both, the cradle is still collapsing. Having completed their goal, they try to take him back to Lithos, and while making his escape, he is saved by no one's clone.
Yo, Doom? This is the famous Doom gameplay? And I remember people were gassing up this, bro, you're gonna play as a commander, he's such a badass. Look at this fucking chapter 26, man. It's an eternity till you reach like this gameplay section. Is this on rails, I wonder? Doesn't look like gameplay. Or this guy like didn't eat for 1 day, or he should be like weak as fuck. No one!
While they talk, Commandant is surprised to find this Noan is completely aware of his status as a clone, as well as the true Noan in Babylonia. On top of that, Noan is also surprised to find Commandant doesn't remember who he is, but Lithos is known to mess with memories, so he isn't too surprised. Seeing this as another chance for more information, Commandant brings up some lingering questions. First is the strange sea fairy hetero creatures, who contain information from people who were lured down here. Second is escape. There is a control room capable of sending signals to the outside world, but its use is likely to attract attention, so no one came up with another plan to notify the outside world, to unlock the cradle's chains.
No.
It goes by many names: Cthulhu's Cradle, the Whale, and Deep Star.
The
But
Whale.
no matter what it's called, the entire space around them is something akin to a giant hetero creature. The floor, the walls, the entire base is fastened to the bottom of the sea. If he can unlock those chains, it will float to the surface, where hopefully it can be destroyed. To even begin this plan, they need to find the egg, which serves as a controller. The cradle is being kept stable by 3 consciousnesses keeping each other in check. Remove one, and the entire system collapses, like what's currently happening. No one wants to put Cthulhu out of her misery, as she never intended to become this monster, and certainly doesn't want to continue living this way. As a hetero creature, she doesn't have the ability to kill herself, so it's up to them to set her free. Everyone seeks her out as a tool or for their own salvation, but in the end, it will be them who save her. Together, a traitor and the sacrifice fight their way across the base, and after 8 hours, they finally arrive at the entrance, not at all surprised to find it surrounded by hetero creatures. Before they go any further, they hear a commotion nearby, finding Lamia tearing apart hetero creatures. Commandant asks no one about the egg in her hand, and to put it bluntly, it's Cinderelic. Some time ago, she heard of Kugawa's death, and confronting him was her final wish. With nothing else to look forward to, she pleaded for Vonnegut to let her be reborn as his key, but in the end, she failed. Her mind just wasn't stable enough. To use the egg, Lamia needs a stable mind, and Commandant's mind beacon is her only option, so for the time being, they agree to work together. Entering the control room, Lamia clears a path to the lab, and they come across a diary, along with information on a Golden Age psychologist named Kilgore Trout, a criminal who was once a part of Project Cthulhu. After a few more hours of searching, they find a transmitter that connects to the outside world, but it needs an ID card to function. They split up to search, and Lamia reads the memory unit of a nearby corrupted, learning the location of a secret file Lithos was hiding. In that folder was an ID card marked with the name Kana Korono, Kugawa's biological daughter. She tries to use the ID card on the terminal behind her, only to be rejected when the phantom of a young Cinderella appears, guiding her deeper into the lab where she finds an examination console.
Don't tell me she's the daughter
Meanwhile,
of
Commandant and Noan stumble
Kurono.
upon a notebook of their own, along with an ID card,
She looks like
contract,
voodoo.
and information on X3, a woman who was partially reborn as Cathilla's child. Additionally, there was a note from Kugawa himself. To see if Cathilla's emotional state was related to her compatibility with the Tree of Life, he decided to show her love and care. In terms of the experiment, his plan worked, but had an unintended consequence: the birth of a daughter he named Kana. When X3, Cinderelic, was born, she lost the memories and personality of her former life, and as such lacked drive of her own. After Kana was born, she decided to work her hardest to make both her new sister and Cathilla happy, with them serving as her new purpose. Kana and Cinderelic watch as a service robot puts together their toy ship, and Kana whispers a secret. The scientists want to make Cathilla a weapon to turn her children into an army. Cathilla knows that soon the lab and its experiments will be exposed to the public and shut down. Before this happens, she and her children will revolt against the researchers, but Cinderelic can't be controlled, as she is the child of the previous Cathilla. For her, this is no different from telling her she would lose the only people she cares for. Kana knows this will result in her death, and she wants Cinderelic to live on and see the world in their stead. But
Getting
fate
hard
had
to
other
follow, not
plans.
gonna lie.
In a rage, Cathilla
Oh,
searches
shit.
for her child, but Cinderelic is an imitation, a fake with a similar face. But if it's for the sake of Mother's happiness, she can be whatever, whoever. Kana's wings are broken, so she tears them off. Kana's hair is short, so she rips it out. If it means she can fulfill someone else's wish, if it means she won't be abandoned, she'll do whatever it takes. And if Cinderelic can't fulfill that wish, she will just become someone who can. This is her tragic fate, someone who only receives attention while being anyone but herself. These memories bleed into reality, and Lamia is shocked awake, only to see the cables surrounding her have become glowing red umbilical cords connecting her to the egg. The machine in front of her was a trap, intended to fuse her mind with the egg. Following this realization is Cathilla's piercing scream, as hetero creatures flood into the room, bringing the tide with them. With her mind already reeling, she has no strength left, and her mind is plunged into darkness.
Redness.
Before her consciousness is completely fused, she is saved by Commandant, who uses a mind beacon connection to stabilize her. After the chaos of what just happened, Lithos has managed to pinpoint their location, and having dealt with the cradle's collapse for now, he's arrived, joined by Cathilla herself. Whether this battle happened or not, he was destined to die here to complete his mission. Their fight comes to an end, and Lithos is killed as the mermaid pierces his head. Now his mind will be absorbed by the cradle, replacing the lost consciousness within. His mind isn't stable, so he won't last long, which is why he needs to time it perfectly to trap Commandant and complete his plan. At this point, the only things capable of ruining the outcome of this experiment are Lamia and Noan, but that's something he will have to leave in the hands of another Lithos. In his final moments, he admits for a replica like himself, this ending is more than enough, even if
Replica?
it's nothing but a self-soothing lie. Lamia reunites with Commandant, as Noan leads Cathilla away. Commandant is falling apart from corruption and mind beacon contamination, so she helps carry him back to the control room. Using the 2 ID cards, the console comes to life, and he manages to contact Celica, but something feels off. Her face, her smile, and the total lack of urgency all seem so out of place. Lamia suddenly screams out as the console explodes in red sparks. Even
Was a
with her
trap.
help, his battered body fails to completely dodge the explosion, and with the loss of the console, his hope went with it. He wakes up some time later to find Lamia has carried him to some deserted structure. At this point, they have to face the truth. There's no way for the 3 of them to cheat death. Lithos' mind is unstable and won't last long within the cradle, and when it breaks down, this structure will flood along with it. And at this depth, not even Lamia would survive.
Really?
Most important of all is the cradle cannot be allowed to reach the surface, or the hetero creatures within would bring another disaster on the scale of Pulao Force. At this point, he has completely run out of options. Aid from Babylonia would take too long, and that's if he could get in contact with them. Lamia would never agree to become part of Cathilla, and if she did, she would end up hating humanity even more. The only play left is for Commandant himself to merge with Cathilla and become her second consciousness, to keep her and Vonnegut stalled until Babylonia can arrive and kill them both.
Me?
To Lamia, the egg represents a chance to make all her dreams come true, but in that future she remains alone, just her, floating among the stars. The truth is, she doesn't care about human civilization in the grand scheme, but she also doesn't want to be alone. She cared for the people of Atlantis who got her where she is today, yet doesn't care for humans as a whole. Even though she knows she contradicts herself, she can't help but feel this way.
Yeah, she kinda is.
That contradiction is proof that she's got more than enough humanity left within her. She wants to live her life as herself, without having to hide behind a mask of deception. But
And
where does that
cowardness.
leave Cinderella? That egg helped Lamia become who she wanted, but Cinderella lost her will, her independence, and was reduced to a tool. Lamia finds it nearly impossible to relate to humanity. She is an outcast looking for individuals like her, who know what it's like to be forgotten and left behind. Humanity is full of such people, those who couldn't become ascendants, or even constructs, who feel like they will never belong. So for the sake of those humans, he begs her to give up the egg. Suddenly in the distance they hear Cathilla's roar, and Lamia leaves to lead her away. After she disappears, no one comes back, telling Commandant this is their best chance to take the egg. Lamia's heart is wavering. She's overwhelmed with no idea what to do next, but that goes for Commandant as well.
Wait, hello, wait,
Nope.
what Nexus? Hello, first really asked for help on the 1st of April? Commandant was shot down on 1st of April and Litos actually timed it. He asks for help on the same date to break Commandant's will. Are you talking about this chapter? He got shot down? What are you talking about?
No one knows he comes back, telling Commandant this is their best chance to take the egg. Lamia's heart is wavering. She's overwhelmed with no idea what to do next, but that goes for Commandant
Even
as
the
well.
beginning of the chapter?
No
What?
one knows he wants to save everyone by merging with Cathilla, but he shouldn't be so quick to lay down his life. With a brief goodbye, Noan makes his way towards the fighting and offers Lamia a very simple choice. He will become Cathilla's second consciousness and open an exit for her to destroy the cradle's chains, or they can all die here at the bottom of the sea. If he merges now, he will simply be consumed by Lithos, but he has a plan to force Cathilla to expel Lithos and prevent Lamia from being crushed by the ocean. But to do it, he needs the egg. Giving up on her dreams is hard, but hating the outcome after achieving
Commandant's plane was shot down 1st of... Shuttle, you mean? In the beginning of the chapter, and he got captured by Litos on the 1st of April. Alright. He got in contact with Celica 1 year later on 1st of April. What? Okay, buddy.
those dreams is even worse. Reluctantly, she lets go of the egg, heading towards the location no one marked on the map. With the egg in hand, he faces Cathilla. In this version of Noan, the one who made the wrong choice is free from the world, whispering a quiet thank you to his new friends. Meanwhile, the human on the brink of death is plunged into a familiar dream, the day that started it all, his graduation, when those young hopefuls stepped into their destinies. Standing next to him is a woman, utterly out of place in this shining memory. Within this dream, Cathilla asks if he's truly willing to give up these memories to merge with her. If so, it will be painful, far more painful than anything he's ever experienced. He will experience all the pain she herself went through, the torture, her time in the Tree of Life, the countless living and dead that are connected through her.
He called it Tree of Life.
To explain she herself went through, the torture, her time in the Tree of Life, the countless living and dead that are connected through her. If knowing this he still chooses to accept, she makes him promise her one thing, to kill her. Like so many before, he lays down his life for the sake of the world and all those who will come after. He walks forward into that endless snowfield, torn between his choices. Walk into that icy embrace, or stay, clinging to the hope someone will come save him. He opens his eyes to find Lamia has returned from freeing the cradle, and now they are slowly making their way to the surface. He wonders how long he's been missing, how long his team has been searching, and she tells him the date, March 31st. The last thing Lucia asked was what he wanted for April Fools, and now it's the day before. He asks her for the year, and despair grips his heart. An entire year has passed.
Damn.
Lithos brought up the
So
possibility
you just
no one is
spoiled
coming
me.
to
No
stop.
wonder I was confused by what you said, bro. You just came here and spoiled shit.
And stopped looking for her. He asks her, and she tells him the date, March 31st. The last thing Lucia asked was what he wanted for April Fools, and now it's the day before. He asks her for the year, and despair grips his heart. An entire year has passed. Lithos brought up the possibility they found a clone and stopped looking, and it seems he spoke the truth. As much as he doesn't want to believe it, he's been abandoned. No one is looking, and no one is coming to stop Cthulhu. 931206, the password to his terminal, and his copolymer report number. Every time he used that number, it was a reminder to do everything he can as a human, because he won't have a second chance, and now he has.
Yo.
Even if someone came, he no longer has the strength to leave, and the same goes for Lamia. Outside, she's a coward, and that only changed when she got a hold of that egg, and now she's lost it, along with any chance to make her dreams come true.
There's gonna be a cowardly Lamia back again?
But it's the opposite. This is her new beginning.
Aww.
He doesn't want her to give up. Instead, he tells her to be greedier, to dream bigger. Is there any purpose in reaching her dreams if she's alone? So make people a part of those dreams. Walk with them hand in hand into tomorrow, and reach for that sea of stars together. Covered by the girl's tears, he makes one last request. He doesn't want Graven to be the ones to kill him, and to place his dog tag on the shore for them to find. With a final goodbye, the structure wraps around him. The blood he hasn't spilled, tears he hasn't shed, and the remaining 12 hours of life unlived, vanish from the girl's sight. It is the morning of April 1st. 1 full year has passed since the Graven Commandant's disappearance. Within this whale-shaped cradle is a parade of corpses, as Commandant and 612 other souls are freed from the ocean depths. They who have come so far because of bloodshed, now shed their blood for those.
Hey, everything should be big, huge changes on Babylonia and in the city and everywhere, man. One whole year, that's a lot of time in terms of like gacha game story.
Who will come after.
The little spawn. Yo, it's Lilith. Whoever she is. Yo, it's the gang. Bro, shouldn't they have like a new commandant? Like 1 whole year, that's too much of a time. This is like the 3rd base located like on or underwater. Commandant is in Babylonia, so this was just a clone. Yo, is the song. Oh my god, Bible reference. Both have 6 phases, we will find out today. It's a whale again. So that's it. So the clone died, right? Yes. Merge with Tila. We're fighting both of them. I don't think I saw this boss before. She stalled. Saw the move. It's from that game, from God of War, and that other gacha, Victorian looking ass gacha, Silver Palace.
It hurts. Sink to the bottom of this sea.
Wouldn't have worked if Commandant's clone would have or did something crazy. That is why the OG Commandant all transponder was there. Transponder? Terminal, you mean? Aww.
With the egg in hand, Lamia serves as a witness to Cinderella's final obsession. Had she listened to Kana and ventured into the world, her end might have been better. But Kana and Cathilla were her only light, so without them it's no surprise she only saw darkness. She wanted to prove Project Cathilla wasn't a failure, to show it was worthwhile had they stuck with it. She wanted to leave behind a trace of the family she once had.
Egg seems
Meanwhile,
to be
two
very
ascendants
special.
look at the outcome of the battle. As per Vanic's
this?
order, they have lost Cathilla, instead prioritizing recovery of Commandant's
That
consciousness,
Kana, bro?
now within its very own egg. Without Cathilla, they have battle. As per Vanic's order, they have lost Cathilla, instead prioritizing recovery of Commandant's consciousness, now within its very own egg. Without Cathilla, they have no way of controlling the hetero creatures, and the hetero zone itself will soon undergo another expansion. At this point, the most they can do is
Don't
hatch
tell me.
Cathilla's last remaining egg. And as the two take their leave, Lilith decides to show off her manners, introducing herself to the man named Lithos. Some time after that, the
This is supposed to be Litos? Did he said that the Vonnegut and the gang got their hands on Commandant's mind consciousness?
remaining egg. And as the two take controlling the hetero creatures, and the hetero zone itself will soon undergo another expansion. At this point, the most they can do is hatch Cathilla's last remaining egg. And as the two take their leave, Lilith decides to show off her manners, introducing herself to the man named Lithos. Some time after that, the Babylonians arrive on the coast, and Lamia makes her way to shore, presenting the nameplates of Shorthalt and Commandant. Only the Graven Commandant isn't dead. He steps to the front
My name
of
tag.
the crowd in perfect health, not a single drop of blood on his uniform. Seeing him alive and well with her very eyes, there's no way for her to explain what happened without being branded a liar.
So she also didn't know he was a clone.
But she has a trump card. 931206.
So you spoil. So probably should not read the chat.
Commandant's passcode. With that little bit of trust, she recounts her story, the lost souls she found in the cradle, their sacrifice, and their call to Babylonia. When they reached out to Babylonia, everyone assumed it was nothing more than a prank, since the Grey Ravens were safe and sound on Eden.
who the fuck would have pranked something like that, bro? But I guess, yeah, it's hard to believe.
Even knowing the answer, she
So they thought it's a prank because it was on April 1st, 1 year ago.
asked him a question. Would he sacrifice for a future that doesn't include him? And what could he possibly have to gain? While he has no objective answer, it's not about what he has to gain, it's just what he prefers to do. He returns her question. Even knowing that she would be in danger, why risk herself just to talk with him? And this time she speaks with complete confidence in herself.
I came to fulfill my wish in the most perfect way possible.
Your voice acting.
She hands over the egg she fought so hard to keep, to honor a dead man's memory, to be just a little bit greedier. It all comes to a close as Lamia, the Ascendant, the villain, hands over a world-changing power for a future that likely won't ever come. The heroes on the shore must be happy about the outcome, but why does she feel happy as well? Before she knows it, the sky has cleared up, and she stares at the Babylonians on the coast, their silhouettes twinkling like the stars she wanted to reach so badly. She had the chance
cool
to touch
art.
those stars, yet willingly let it go, because she remembers those words Lustrous told her so long ago, to always pursue that starry sky. She remembers what Commandant told her, and is willing to follow those words. She doesn't regret her choice, although that doesn't mean she doesn't long for humans, or that she doesn't feel sad being treated as an outcast, but she's not giving up here. For now her tears serve as a silent vow, a promise she made, to reach for that future alongside everyone. Later that day, Commandant finishes his report. One of the clones of the Graven Commandant died in a surface accident. That is how the incident was concluded. When he originally went missing, they used the memory synchronizer to upload his memories into various clones, with only one complete success. He managed to escape that lab, and found himself face to face with a young man named Zong, dragging him into another incident with the Forsaken. Several months later, the Merciful One has decided to pay Vonnegut a visit, and even after the loss of Cthulhu, he remains just as busy. The Heterozone is expanding, and following Cthulhu's death, he acquired a new key. On the verge of death, she gave birth to this final egg, housing the shards of Commandant's consciousness, and with it, he will unlock. Following Cthulhu's death, he acquired a new key. On the verge of death, she gave birth to this final egg, housing the shards of Commandant's consciousness.
Okay, I knew. I had suspicions.
And with it, he will unlock the gate, escape his loop, and deal with the punishing before it even
Escape
begins.
his loop.
Alright, so this video, super long. The TED Talk I'm about to make after export,
it was kinda
also
long.
going to be super long. So I'm cool if this is short. This is ridiculous. An overload of entertainment and information. In the fish chapter. Obviously someone at Kuro is being bribed because there's no
Fish
way
chapter.
that the fish chapter had 2 full bosses. I owe Nigel and Pikmin an apology. I see where your budget went. This is ridiculous. Actual bribery. There is no way that the secrets of the punishing virus were unlocked in the same chapter as
Yeah, the Lord
fish
Dump
who
was
wanted
kinda
to be Taylor
crazy.
Swift. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you all in the next video where we cover chapter 27 of the main story, Aeon Reforged.
Wow. This looked like could have been like my could have been like an entertaining chapter to play through. Could have been like on the level as chapter 13, but holy shit. Like 13 and 26, there were a lot of like boring and unlikable chapters. I don't really like their style of like rotating the main characters. I'm not a fan. For the recap. Where was this level of writing all this time, man? 10 plus chapters. Zong, my goat. The mind game in these chapters are on another level. Yeah, you kinda ruined it, but it's okay. The special, the next one I think will be Watanabe's chapter. It's a movie script. We find out so much about the beginning of the punishing virus, Gestalt, and a lot of stuff. So the Cradle, what's it? Cradle Parade, what's it called? That's the chapter where Commandant is playable for the first time, as I understand.
Until I say you can go.
Let's speedrun it. System notice. Clearing the chapters below first, but bro, 2% don't show. Don't show ever. Oh, the faces here all the time. Yo, we gonna gameplay node so fast, so quick. That's crazy. I think I played this Lamia in the roguelite mode. He is so naked, bro. I can kill him. Oh, it's me? The ride from Matrix? No, she was. She's in Selena's roguelite as well. How do I investigate? Use the mouse. Oh. He's a cowardly coward. Oh, that's it? I can fight? Have to go somewhere safe. That is so long. How many X is she gonna say? I bet none. In story-wise chapter, I think it was the ride from Matrix, then Cradle Parade. No. I mean, the canvas is right there. It's okay to attack. Why attack them, bro? They're not attacking back.
It hurts. Get out of my sight.
Yeah, I know she also transforms. They're really pushing for this cinematographic gameplay shit. Dodge the wave, my wave. Let's swim away. Pa 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 pa. Yeah. Has a knife in his hand. So I assume this is the chapter that made everyone respect Litos. Oh my god. Puro games. She needs a boob fixer so they won't bounce and they won't like so they would let her move in peace, you know? Ruins all the aerodynamics. Right from Matrix is after this. Well, I hope here Free Dot has a recap for it. Abyssal Angel. Will Luna give Roland a new body, I wonder? The hell is that? A horse? There's no button to like press enter the water except the mouse. It's not meant to be used here, okay. Like this, no? Have to use the mouse. Oh my god. Turn left, turn right. I can go there. Turn left. Oh. So they do be fans of Resident Evil. Oh my god. How is this game called? Everybody played this game when they were kids. Funny how this is like universal kids game. I won't spoil it, but I won't spoil, but after coming from the moon, she kinda fucked. Remember, she stood with the Omega weapon at her back in the Karena's chapter? She kinda did nothing. I mean, Carefree Dot, she's like staying there and protecting her remaining members from the second filtration. Totron? I never heard that word. No.
It hurts.
Not meant to be used here. Okay. This is very Resident Evil like gameplay segment. I wish it was more optimized for a gamepad, but can't have them all. Two ping orbs and the special orb to pass faster through the enemies. Is Catilla playable in the in training with Dante and Vergil? Your Yata has revives as well. My Yata? What do you mean my Yata? Oh, that's this guy. Oh, there you go, Eek!
Is that Lithos?
Oh my god, voice acting. I like Yata. Yeah, what do you mean my Yata?
Twisted.
He
Some Lithoses.
has a horror-inspired chapter? Oh, it's her chapter.
Wait, I got spotted! Don't come out of Lithos' red tide projection! It's like he's being quiet.
Quiet! Quiet!
Like boom! Quiet! Get out of here!
Tell him, Lamia.
To the bottom of this sea! Earthquake! I've had enough of this!
Yug. Commandant realized Lilian is actually Lamia because of the yeek she made at some point. When was Commandant interacting with Lamia before this?
Is this an illusion?
I don't remember.
Is this Lithos' personal preference?
How does he know about the yeek?
Leave this to me. I don't care how many times I have to die.
That's
I'm the best material.
a very woman, girl-like voice.
Huh?
Not gonna lie.
What? To let them kill you?
What do you care? In Luna's chapter 13, my favorite one, he tried to shoot Lamia and she did the eek. Yeah, I assume like a Lamia's eek would be like unforgettable no matter who would witness it. Poor Roland, Alpha and Gabriel, man. Maybe Lamia's eeks is the main reason Gabriel decided to betray Luna. He's like, bro, I had enough of this fucking coward. What was that? What's the animal she was based off? That jumps very high. Greyer or something.
The shadows get clearer.
Grasshopper.
It's like his memory. Is this the way Lithos' transferred memories between one another?
Sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. Sorry. Sorry, Dad.
I can see your ass.
It hurts.
No, it's transparent. They did not think it through, did they? Ow, ow. Ooh, nice dodge animation. I like it.
Isn't it your agent?
Ow.
It hurts. Get out of my sight!
Wait.
I'm dying. Wait, 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 wait.
Of my... Yeah, like boom! Get out of here!
So Nexus, at what exact point did the original commandant got saved? Like the original commandant never got captured by Lithos?
This is the fairy tale ending.
They are so aggressive.
It hurts. Yeah, like boom!
Aw, she got numbed. Commandant never get captured. Okay. But he took some cells from him and cloned him. When did he took the cells? Also, I don't know, maybe it's the way Carefree Dot recaps chapters, but like the origin of the new frames is always kinda meh. Alpha, Crimson Weave included. Like this Lamia frame is basically Luna was like, yeah, take it. And Lamia was like, hey, alright, I take it. And Commandant escaped right after being captured, I see. And I guess he lost his old... Bro, how did I get hit during the cutscenes, man? On the Ascendant side, all frame origins are meh. Yeah, indeed, Plume's origin was kinda epic. And then it became a disappointment. We don't talk about it. Get the fuck out of here! I guess Lee's frame was also like meh. Leaf's new frame was very epic. The story of her getting a new frame was pretty epic, and due to lore reasons, she can never use it again. What do we get here? "36 nodes. Shit, how did I... The derived from Matrix is right after. Commandant, after escaping from the lab, met with Watanabe's gang, so that is how he escaped. Yeah, he mentioned, like, your goat. Your goat was mentioned, what is his name? Zog? It was mentioned in the recap. The egg. That's Commandant's clone consciousness. No sound effects. How many years is this in games development? Quiet. Who's this? Sea Fury Extreme. No, which way? Oh, worse. Yo, she swims up the stream. She's fish. Alright, boss. Tila is only playable in her final form in Celica's class, not the whale form. I would assume as much. It's the same as that the previous Litos, this lab boss, right? What's her name? What's your name? Is your name Rebecca? The Purifying Force lady? Bianca, not Rebecca. No sound effects still. Chico, of course it's Chico. Yeah, how could I forget Chico? Oh my god, this is the DMC boss. The witch, not boss, but enemy. With the stupid shield.
It's finally over.
And DMC reboot had like pretty good enemies, except the colored ones. This could have been like if I read through this chapter, I could have like, I wonder if this is like a good storytelling, including clones, you know. Usually stories about clones are like meh. Wonder if this one was like a very good one. Also, it's not a gameplay segment. I thought this is finally the chapter where you can play as the commandant, but no. I guess it's just a teaser for what's to come. It's pretty good. I mean, by the recap, it sounds like it could have been like the next chapter. I would like very much after chapter 13. You know, it's even though it's not the original commandant, it seems like stuff seems to be happening here. You're no one. Right from Matrix is pretty good. Really? The roguelite mode has modes have good story? It's only what? Recitativo di Fantasia is not a good story? I mean, in terms of like, you know, stuff happening in it. $17. She's a mermaid. Check. Oh. I checked. Okay. The right from Matrix you find out about stuff. Yeah. Not just like a roguelite, it has connection to the real PGR story. Isn't Restativo di Fantasia also like connected to the main plot? No, you just need to like finish a run to get to the main plot. No alternate universe or whatever like the rest. Wait, Restativo di Fantasia is not an alternate universe. So it's so strange because I remember the ride from Matrix was unlocked during the early chapters. Back when I was, glazing this game. He's a cowardly coward as always. Nice. All the story inside of Fantasia is not relatable to PGR. I mean, it's a story within a story. It's the story Selena wrote. I get that. Maybe I'm just spared because I didn't play it much. Can't go there. Made by Hamlet. Isn't it made by Selena? Only connection to PGR story is at the end when yeah, I mean at the end of every run, isn't it? At the end of like I remember at the end of the first run, you take out the Hamlet helmet and you talk to Ayla, and I think like during the other runs you go there from time to time. An old signal and they can't find her anyways. Yeah, we went through that. We read that on the internet. Can't I go through the vent? Oh, of course. So what was the deal with Cinderelic in this chapter? She's a clone of Kana, that is the daughter of the main Kuro villain that we killed last chapter. They added collectibles. Oh my god, they were preparing to release Vuva, weren't they? Did I check? Right from Matrix, everything is like converging to the end conclusion and it's pretty good. I wouldn't have thought to do something like that. Do you write stories, huh? Name every story. No sound effect on the opening door. Crazy. I guess they were spending money on the soundtrack than actual like sound designers for the game. Dwarves. Very Resident Evil-esque. Hello there. Boom. Get out of here. Open up, bro. Just get back to odd sounds for actions because it is weird. It's in poor taste. It screams mediocrity. Because I assume it's more than 1 year already since the game is out during this part. There we go. I was just mashing. If you ask me how I beat all of those guys, I don't know. I don't know about the time of dispatch. Chapter 20, see, that's a lot of chapters. I can't wait for the voice acted ones. I'm thinking of giving a second chance to the game when we're gonna reach the voice acted chapters. This looks like Makai. Nice environment. Might be close to 2 years. 26 chapters in 2 years? That's crazy. I'd expect more than 2 years. Watanabe's chapter has such a Metal Gear Rising scene. You will go crazy. Well, I will go crazy in the chapter recap. It's a puzzle. One chapter per month, so it's a bit over 2 years. 1 chapter per month? Are they still doing 1 chapter per month? I know. Wait. There you go. Aww. Wow, okay. It depends on what tiles I'm walking on. Oh shit, so close. And it takes this one out. Does this one also? No. Let's walk on these. I can't. This one is also active, okay. Now. Ah. Missing one tile. I mean, these mini games are crazy hard. Way. Doesn't work if I... One is active, this one is active. And this one is active. Is this one active? No. One active? No. There you go. I kinda brute forced it. Good puzzle. I enjoyed it. Let's give her a name, not double XO3 or Kana. It's gonna be Cinderelic. The daughter of Kurono. I got this.
Get out of my sight! Get like boom!
Ow.
It hurts. Quiet, you're in my way. Get out of here.
I don't have the egg.
Sink to the bottom of this sea.
Oh, that's parryable.
Get out of my yeah, like boom! Quiet! Get out of here!
Open up. Nah.
The bottom of this sea! Get out of my sight! It hurts. Yeah, like boom!
Solon really loves. Who the fuck is Solon?
Get out of here! Sink to the bottom of this sea!
Why you're still alive? Nice range, bro.
It hurts.
This is the Agnew and Rudra of PGR, bro.
Get out of that. Like boom. Quiet. Get out of here. Die.
Oh, of course you have a charged move. I should have thought about it. AI frames have the same moves for the affix element, but Bianca has completely different moveset. All frames have the same moves for the affix.
Ah, you're here. The kid who stole Cinderelic.
Cinderelic. Why not Cinderelic? Come on, man. Cinderelic is so much more funnier to pronounce. He modeled her after a woman he loved. He doesn't love her anymore. Rumors. I bet they spread them on purpose. Is this boss playable in FOS in the training mode? Sounds cool. What? Another? What?
I don't want to kill you.
Yo, the best song.
We don't have a choice. Let me struggle bitterly until the end.
Didn't we fight this boss before? I have the egg.
Quiet.
Quiet.
It hurts.
It reminds me of Cobra Kai when she says quiet.
Like boom. Quiet. You're in my way. Get out of here. Quiet. Die.
Fucking love this song.
In my way.
They did smart reusing it. Ah.
It hurts. Quiet.
Whoa.
Get out of my sight.
Can I? Yes, I can. I love it when the games like don't tell you what to do and you figure it out. Oh my god, I have Arkham PTSD. Oh my god.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this, please. Not the Arkham PTSD.
Like boom. Get out of here. In my way. Die.
Die.
In my way. Get out of here.
I wanted to do ult. Nimason, hello Nimason, welcome. No, it's chapter 26. Glad you like the song. Yeah, it became. I don't know if you were here when I said it, but it became one of my favorite PGR songs. I don't think I had a favorite PGR song before the Exorcism. Very good song, good job. Alright, it's the boss. Feel free to count how many times I'll die. Yeah, we saw this in the recap. Alright, let's go. Quiet. Fuck. Come here, man. Where is it? Oh, how do I shoot it? Oh, I use the pings, okay. What the hell? Alright, that's it. Are those orbs? How do I get them? Oh, just like that.
It hurts. Quiet.
So is Deep Star Ktila somehow related to Narwhal, I wonder? And can your move be slower? Noctis's, didn't you guys show me Noctis's song? We played his chapter. I never thought that post chapter 16 you can play your own character. Yeah, you can. But it's like the chapters won't be like story scripted. You'll just play a little arena with your own characters and you'll miss like you can't play the boss fights with your own character. I'll tell you that. I tried.
It hurts.
No connect. Oh, no connection to Narwhal. They just like whales, huh? Bam. He jumps straight here. Fucking dyke till I fucking hate you, bitch. Killed my favorite clone. Or where you running? Where you running? Oh my god. My god, she's doing oh, it's an AoE, okay. This is not a whale? You shitting me, man. It's a shark? Shark has like a vertical tail fin. This one has horizontal tail fin. Right, bitch, give up. You're dead. I need to do something to it? Do I need to interact with it? What are you gonna do? Where are you running? Where are you swimming? And so when you think about it, like two fake people did their best to save a fucking ascendant. Tenka's chapter is very important, the one you already played with Litos as the boss, and what one you said about the time loop. Time loop! That sounds nasty. He mentioned the time loop in this recap as well. He said that's why he needs the conscious of the commandant's clone. Oh, come on, man.
It hurts. Quiet. Get out.
Not a fan of big bosses, but this one is pretty good.
It hurts.
Yeah, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die because of that. Bro, I'm colorblind. That was whack. Ah.
It hurts.
Come on, fight me like a man. Oh, oh, that's Perry. Okay, I'm sorry. No, he's shooting again, man.
It hurts.
All right, come at me. Come at me. Fuck.
Quiet. Get out of my
Think we can hit the missiles?
quiet.
I'm too scared to try. What if I can't hit the missiles and I die?
Get out. It hurts.
No, get back here.
It hurts.
I don't know if I died. There you go. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wait. It's easier with the mouse. The biblical proportion boss fight. Nah, it's a whale, man. You can't fool me. Yeah, this is understandably not in Celica's class. Alright, alright, alright. Now for the main boss. I know those two like mini bosses were pretty cool as well. Right, bitch, you and me now. Oh, come on, let me go.
It hurts. Get out of my sight.
He grabbed me.
Get out of my sight.
Can't shoot her through there. Oh, she grabbed me.
It hurts.
Where is that? Oh, is the egg? Should I go get it or something?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Get out of quiet.
Andres.
It hurts. Quiet. Get out of my.
Nah.
Wait, wait, wait,
Oh, what the hell?
let's talk about this.
Run.
Get out. It hurts.
Am I literally killing Commandant's consciousness right now?
Wait. Let's talk about this.
Okay, so maybe this boss won't be as fun in Celica's class if you have to hit the egg and shit.
It hurts.
Oh, finally.
Like boom. Quiet. Get out of here. Die.
Die.
In my way. Get out of here. Die. In my way.
I'm just wailing on her.
To the bottom of this thing.
You are neutralizing the... Bro, I'm talking mechanics, not lore.
Talk about
No, let's talk about this.
Very tempting.
Okay, I died once.
get out. Quiet. Yeah. Like boom.
Transmorbing time.
Get out of here. Quiet.
Mermaiding on her, exactly. I missed!
Die.
Die. Oh, ult on the last pixel, love doing that. Oh, I think she was already dead. Okay. No, 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 no. What are you doing now? Probably parryable. How did you... What grabbed me?
It hurts. Yeah. Like boom. Get out of here. Quiet. Die.
Bruh. Maybe she enters a stance or something.
Wait. To the bottom of this thing.
Fuck.
It hurts.
Wow, that was a quick dash in grab.
Let's talk about this.
This is the fairy
Died
tale
2 times.
painting.
Oh, hello, Prof. Gold lock time, no see. I'm mashing L1, bro.
Like boom.
Oh my god. How have you been? I once used Tila as PFP. You mean Lotus from Warframe? Man thought Tila is an original design character. Alright, who do you guys want me to fight in the Celica's class? Good morning, good evening, man. I just woke up from a nap. I should go take a nap. Also, send codes, bro. What the hell? Here. Take it, give it to me. How does this work? So if my invites are logging in, I get schmeckles. That's how it works. To be hones, you might be able to read in 1 or 2 streams derived from Matrix if you want. Is it voice acted? I don't want to read anymore. If you, in order to not watch the recap, I need voice acted chapters. How's the alpha grind? Hello, Anbu Super. I didn't play yesterday. I have like 8k, 9k schmeckles, and I should have some yellow. Don't know if you have story recap on that. We can find it on the internet. Works only for same server. I'm in Asia Pacific, so I can't use it. No voice acting, then we're not reading. I have only 1,800 yellow.
I'm tired.
Take my code, guys. Give me schmeckles. Who's this? Oh, right. Oh, you just choose? Spoilers! Think that code is for returning players? For returning players? So how am I gonna get schmeckles? What about me? Should I quit the game real quick? Ah, do I get these? I didn't play PGR for 54 days. Don Lon. Homeward Bound. Why? If this is for returnee, then get black card reward after sharing or saving the image for the first time. I did. Commandant welcome. Why is this? Why do we current players see it if it's welcome back? If it's for returning commandants. Alright, name a boss. Who do we fight? I'll do Warzone and Phantom Pain Cage on my own. Can fight Musashi, Gabriel, Roland, Chu, Luna, Kamu, Kirigota Queen, Vasago. We have Vasago is a boss. Oh my god. You give the code to a returning player. We can fight Heterocrore and Voodoo. We can fight Lamia. We can fight Unknown Data Cluster, Trailblazer, Moon Eater, Huashu, Madoreya, Madoreya? Is she from that horror chapter? You can fight Lilith, Fu Shen, Fenrir, Tila. Tila is new. Ballard, Veronica, spoilers. Skitch, spoilers. Roseblade, Nuzzle, Shark Spear, Rosetta, Hydro Hive Mother, Iron Maiden, Alpha, Siren, and then, bro, the twins. Do you guys miss the twins? I feel like they were offed too soon. They could have had being inspired. Oh my! Look how good the female looks and how bad the male looks. He has black eyes. She doesn't have black eyes. Taking in consideration they were like copied from Nier Automata, I expected more from them. They're Litos. Yeah, we did fight Litos. For Primal Projection, Nigel and Iron Maiden Phantom. Do Ktila. Ktila again. Okay, we can do Ktila. Custom desperation. Was desperation before? Wait, does everybody has desperation? Is this new? Who's Leia? Is she from Egret? No, not everybody has desperation. I don't believe in myself to do desperation. Gotta learn the boss first. You, sir, should go here. Red and yellow. Ignition. Starter. Leader. Alright. Due to offsprings. A fucking puppet boss.
Now the fun begins.
Come on, man.
Go back to hell. Finish.
Tell me your target.
Finish. Hell yeah. Now the fun begins. My turn now. This is power. You shall die. And now I'm gonna play with you.
Where's the offspring?
Now the
Oh,
fun
come on, man.
Look into my eyes and fall into the
Where's the fucking egg?
too slow.
Yeah, kill Alpha.
This is getting interesting.
Oh my god, she did kill Alpha.
Go back to hell.
Tell me your target.
Jackpot. Have you decided? My turn now. This is power.
Oh, that's it? No second phase? Really?
How disappointing.
The egg isn't there? What was I hitting then? Why there's no second phase? Wasn't the second phase the coolest? Yo, you're high? Damn. You're high from the nap? Leia called Vanessa mistress? Fuck Vanessa, she should go to the tribunal. You said you wanted to watch the animations we got for PGR 2. They showed like 3 new characters in one. Bro, that was like 1 year ago. Alpha Inverse Crown gonna have her own gacha animation. Oh yeah, by the way, is there anything you want me to see from the half-year anniversary? I'm not down to watch the whole stream, but maybe there are some tidbits there you want me to react to. I watched it a bit, but not in its entirety. Or should I keep it for when I'll catch up with the story? For the current stream from Dot, yes. Uploaded the animation separately on their channel. Only the animations? Yeah, we can watch that. Those three characters, Adelaide, Helentide, and Leia. Should be here, right? There's PV, and an animated short. And this. This is 8 days, 6 days, 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. Until Vonnegut will start talking more. Teletide free. Who's this?
I hear it. The past and future.
All of this was in the stream, right? All these animations were in the half anniversary stream, right?
Verging at this moment.
You've got the wrong person. Remember, seeing isn't always believing.
I want to find a course for this ship and do something for the sake of this world.
Yeah, I think I saw this one during stream.
Fate favors the bold.
That's a very high hill.
I trust that this parting is only temporary. The path ahead
Imagine PGR anime.
is up to you now.
The gang. Is this supposed to be Luna?
Let us bring salvation to this world. Or perhaps rebirth.
Not Luna. Crowded Requiem. Karenina, new frame. That's Karenina. Ain't she supposed to be an engineer, bruh? What about Pulao, Chengyu, Sophia, Chrome, Kamu, Roland, Bambinata? I mean, I mentioned it today again, but like, I'm not a fan of how they're rotating main characters for the story. I legit forgot when's the last time we saw Lamia before chapter 26. You met her in another form, you can't get it? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hang them! Hang the aberrations!
Yeah, I saw this one too.
The mist must be these damned aberrations doing! My, just because we don't fear the mist, we're seen as aberrations.
Do I send you 20? Don't know what you're talking about. One.
When the Earth was engulfed by Crimson Red, we lost the planet we used to call home.
Noctis
When
is not an
oceans were
Esra?
devoured by abyssal.
Yo, is this Ktila, bro? This guy just finished her chapter and we see her again.
Tides.
The one crying
We
blood?
lost the
I
cradle
don't.
that
You
nurtured
you
life.
have no idea how much I don't care.
When eons of civilization were consumed, we were forced into exile, left to wander the cold, endless depths of space. but not once have we ceased our struggle. One day, we will embark on our journey home.
Boo,
Fellow
go to
students of the
tribunal.
FOS, thank you for your dedication and sacrifice. The real graduation ceremony is only beginning. Among yourselves, some sharpen their blades so that one day
PGR
they may
first-person
tear free
shooter
from the
when?
eternal night. Some sought truth so that one day we may finally return to our homeland. And some, with conviction, marched into the abyss against certain death without looking back. We
So
will
because I
venture
like
into
this
the
chapter, so then it's the commandant's consciousness from the egg. That easy.
unknown. We will face the trial of death. We may
So Valics, the one CG was talking about, is kinda our daughter, and also is in a sense Hila was the mother and we were the father. Yeah, so I guessed. It was that easy. Don't you dare shoot my Vanessa, she speaks. She's a fucking war criminal. She killed her own soldiers. And she got away with it scot-free. And even like quote-unquote, air quotes, got redeemed for it. Because she wanted to sacrifice herself. I will never forget her war crimes.
never live to set foot on our homeland again.
Who's this? Ishmael
But
doing
right
some
now,
shenanigans?
We are the morning stars that will guide humanity home. And right here, the
Do they ever go back to the philosophical quandaries of Alpha and Lucia being the same person? She's a war criminal, but I would take her away from the court. You should go to tribunal with her, bro. Did Alpha and Lucia went through some stuff like during the Wintry Shackles, or it was just pure Alpha glazing chapter? No, I remember in chapter 13 and 12 their tension were pretty cool and they were raising interesting themes. Then they, because of their like main character rotations, God, I hate. Why did they choose this way of showing the story, man? I don't like it.
FOS spirit shall
That's why I was screaming all that time that nothing fucking happens in the PGR story, because I just wanted to focus on these two. And look how much time has passed.
the path for generations to follow. On this journey lies the ultimate purpose we've sought our whole lives.
Lucia supported herself to get that power. She and herself fought the filtering in a way. See, I don't know. Maybe the recap didn't show it well, but like yeah, Lucia found Alpha. Yeah, they went through the lab. Yeah. No.
The abyss will crumble.
Like I'm talking about it, if they tackled like philosophical quandaries of you having a copy of yourself, kinda like the clone of the commandant that was buried under the sea.
Purpose we've sought our
Yeah.
whole lives.
This is the main story,
The abyss will
PV, I
crumble.
guess.
The darkness will disperse, and the stars will shine again. The dawn will tear.
I know
through the mist.
Babylonia is dying.
Today, our flesh and blood are the strongest shields. Tomorrow, our bones and spines are the tallest monuments. We are the torchbearers. That will bring forth the dawn.
My blade can't cut through the world's suffering, but it's more than capable. of
He's coming
protecting
home,
you.
guys.
One day we may
Fuck.
care.
Ready to upend the field?
He's coming home. Also, when I saw her full frame, I kinda see where the golden booba design comes from. It's because of her leg.
My blade can't cut through the world's suffering.
See her leg? It's golden. So it was only natural for her left booba to be golden as well, but PGR pigs forced them to remove it. And now it does look like she's lacking something. Maybe they should alter her a shoulder pad.
But
They
it's
give her
more
a
than
shoulder
capable
pad.
of-
Like, because of the leg. And it was kinda like asymmetrical symmetry, now it's gone. CUD. Gonna go sleep again, Prof Gold. Good night. Thanks for
Ready to
coming by.
upend the field?
You wanna react? We heard the Noctis' song in the story, didn't we? Why should I react to it? Maybe, of course, we played Noctis' chapter. It's called Crank. More of Babylonia. The booba only was not okay if she had more golden element. Bro, the leg! This is the quotings. Look! But man, I'm not a PGR like fanboy, so you guys take what you want, I don't care. I'm just, you know, I just wanted to point that out. I'm not the one to speak on fans' demands of characters redesigns. Bro, Nexus, the leg! The right leg! Oh my god, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I wanted to say, wasn't it in the oh shit. In the... Come on, man. Wasn't it in the reveal? I think the reveal is the problem. Alpha inverse crown, because when they first reveal it, he was in a pose where you cannot. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you see the. Yeah, what was your problem then? Like, it makes more sense. Like, I hope they're gonna have like you know how the characters have a different types of coatings once you upgrade them. I hope they will add back the golden element. Like, now without it, seems like she has not enough gold. Oh, look, little Lucia. I know the leg. I told them to add it to as a modified coating. No idea why that golden element like soared everybody's eyes. It was a waste of design otherwise. You do you, fanboys. PGR stream that was normal, been a while. Well, wasn't it on the same? I mean, I didn't watch all of it. Like the past month and a half. I'm not a fan of dev streams, I'm gonna be honest. No sound? Yeah. Because I closed the goddamn window. Yeah, I mean, oh, they changed the chest design in general. They could still they could have still leave the golden element. Yeah, whatever. Let me see. Bro, I played the game. I'm pretty sure I know the song. From me, I'm doing this type of PGR stream every week. It's nothing different. He was getting toxic. I don't remember being toxic like towards PGR. Just cheating on the. What are you talking about, man? You have receipts? I don't think I mean, I was making fun of some like mediocre animations in Noctis's chapter, but it's an old game, man. At least they fucking tried. I mean, this played in his chapter, didn't it? It seemed to be like peak moments. Yeah, it does sound like Doom. Anyway, I filled my quota for weekly PGR. I'll, as always, grind PPC and Warzone off stream. So I guess next is gonna be Toxio Thursday, and maybe if I'll have enough energy, I'm gonna do more Devil May Cry tomorrow. But you can never know. Having a job is tiresome. So resting is productive. See ya next time. Sleep, eat, do all the good shit. Thanks for coming by. Nexus, Prof Gold, and what was Nimason. Yeah, that about it. We should pull for Billy also when we'll have the chance, and the inverse crown is very soon. Gonna be